Hi all, this is Waldemar from Better Your Chess. In this video we're going to take a look at an opening trap from the Albin's counter gambit. It has similarities with opening trap number 2. Here too the f2 square is the Achilles heel in White's camp. Okay, let's get started. d4, d5, c4, e5. Now this move introduces the Albin's counter gambit. It promises black quite swift development, but of course it sheds a pawn. White accepts the gambit with d takes e5, and now the point is to go d4 and prevent White's knight on b1 from coming to c3. Later on, black will try and round up the gambit pawn on e5. Okay, well, the best move here, and the move that theory advises you to play, is knight f3, continuing with some safe development, putting pressure on the d4 pawn. But in order to show you the trap, we have to go down another route. Sometimes people play here the less accurate e3. And now there follows bishop b4 check, and after bishop takes d2, the surprising move d takes e3. Now ugly but mandatory here really is f takes e3, and then play will continue as follows: queen h4 check. Again we see that by prying open the e1 h4 diagonal, black is able to give a check, just as in opening trap number 2. And here after g3, queen e4, the rook in the corner is attacked, so you must interpose something, knight f3. And now after the exchange here on d2, black can recapture the pawn on e3. And this endgame really, or should we say queenless middle game, is an equal position where black has no problems. I think I would even prefer to play black here. He has the more solid pawn structure. Okay, well, I said ugly but mandatory is f takes e3, but what about bishop takes b4 then? Well, this is the trap that White can fall for. This is a terrible blunder. Because again, here is the, let's say, the distraction move, e takes f2. In the other example we saw in opening trap number 2, it was bishop takes f2. Here it is pawn takes f2. And, well, the white king must protect the queen on d1, so king takes f2 is impossible because of queen takes d1. So really the only move to consider here is king e2. And now black can make a serious mistake. If he now thoughtlessly promotes his pawn into a queen, he is not doing so with check. And after queen takes c8 check, king takes c8 and rook takes g1, it is again an equal position. But there is a slight difference with the other so-called equal position, because in this particular case White enjoys the bishop pair. Okay, but what if after king e2 black plays out the trap to its correct end and promotes his pawn into a knight? Now the big difference is this is with check. And unfortunately for White, now rook takes g1 simply fails due to bishop g4 check, winning the queen on d1. So probably best is just to move the king and keep guard of the queen on d1 with king e1. But now again a check on h4 follows, and really the only decent move that White here has is king d2, because when he plays g3 then queen e4 check is coming with a double attack on the king and the rook in the corner. So king d2, but now with his king in the center, White just gets slaughtered. So play will continue. Knight c6, hitting the loose bishop on c5. Well, White may say, I'll move my bishop and I'll hit your loose knight on g1 in return. But here comes another counter blow, bishop g4 attacking the queen, and black is very swiftly developing. White must move his queen from the d file, but here also comes a queenside castles with check, and it's become clear now that with such an overwhelming development and with White's king wandering around in the middle of the board and black still being a piece up, this strangely stranded knight on g1, black is clearly winning. Well, with that we've come to the end of this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. If so, then please consider liking, commenting or subscribing to our channel. Thanks for watching, and hey, be careful out there.